All right, y'all. What's up? Happy Monday. Your girl Starshima here. I'm just checking all these handles. Hey, girl. Hey, I am alive. What's up? What's popping? Just dropping in on this lovely, lovely Monday. Let me go set myself up on Instagram, y'all. And it's Martin Luther King's Day. Everybody's been home. Y'all been doing great or what? What's up? What's up? Let me know. Hey, girl. Hey, when you come through the chat, let me know you're here. Just let me go set up on Instagram really. All right, let me go on IG. Y'all give me just a second. I need to get my little life together here. I really don't be knowing how to do all this tech stuff. Seriously. But we're about to get it together today. So, coming on and sharing with y'all. Oh, I look a mess. I look a mess. What's going on? Let me know how y'all doing. Let me know. Let me know what y'all doing on this lovely Monday, getting y'all life right or what? Let me see if I put some filters if I can look better. All right. IG got me together. And we are going to today talk about Grandpa Les Brown. I really like Les Brown because I just like the message that he brings and the energy that he brings to the table. So I'm just popping in just really, really quickly just to leverage one of these quotes. And if y'all hear my kids in the background, y'all just bear with me. This is what it's looked like when kids are out of school. You're having to manage life in business and all the things to get it together. All right, so I'm going live on Instagram right now. Okay, son. No, no, no. They're in here playing, y'all. So if y'all hear them, I'm sorry. All right, so we're going to leverage the quote today. And the quote, I'll put it in the chat box. It says, it's important to surround yourself with people who life you up, right? Who life you up, encourage you, and share your vision and inspire you. I was reading that quote and it just hit me hard, right? And I'm gonna put it in the chat box for you with that so I can stream it up here. But it's just really, really just important, right? It's important to surround yourself with people who life you up, right? Who encourage you and who share your vision and inspire you. And just thinking about that, when I think about this message that he shares and thinking about who Les Brown is and the time that he's been in the game, and in comparison to the small little time that Starshima's been in the game, I really have found this to be so true, right? I remember being a woman who had big dreams, right? I had big dreams, y'all. I was a country little girl born and raised right here in little Fresno. Hey, Miss Tyra, how you doing, girlfriend? I was raised right here in Fresno and I didn't have much, right? And my family didn't have much. I mean, we was just out here just surviving. So with that, I didn't see a lot of people who was trying to do what I felt in my belly to do. Y'all type one in the chat box. Y'all let me know. Let me see if it's just me or if y'all kind of tread in the same situation. So around me, I had nobody really like dreaming like I was dreaming, right? Seeing things the way that I was seeing it. All we seen was what our current situation was, right? And so it was times that I found myself wanting to share. And I'm going to share this with you. And I love my grandma dearly. And this isn't to bash her at all, but this is to add some context to the conversation, right? So I remember sharing with her, like, grandma, like, I wanted to go. And I think it's when I wanted to go back to school. And at the time, I was making a decent wage, right? I was able to take care of myself. Now, didn't have a lot, but I was making a decent wage. And she was like, why aren't you just grateful? Like, why aren't you just happy with what you have? And, I was like, well, maybe I'm dreaming too big, right? Maybe this thing that I want is too much. And I began to question, and I would ask God, like, God, why would you give me this if it wasn't obtainable, or if people don't seem to support it, right? And at that time, I didn't get what I know now, right? Y'all know, like, hindsight is always 2020, or when you progress, a certain level or something of that nature, then you begin to see things differently, right? And so now I can see it differently. And I can see why somebody like Les Brown says it's important to surround yourself with people who life you up. Because at that time, I begin to really second guess, like, was this thing really for me? Right? Like, should I really be doing this thing? Because someone who loves me so much says, hey, like, why aren't you just happy with this? And although she wasn't telling me anything wrong, she was telling me from her level of what she's experienced, right? So many times that we be in these situations and we have to feel like we have to stay in these situations because it's things that we've always seen. But I'm really, really grateful that I had a dream, right? And thinking about his Martin Luther King Day, and he had a dream too, right? I'm so grateful that I had a dream one day and I didn't allow what other people thought at that time to stop me from pursuing it. So my dream of becoming the first graduate, right? The dream of becoming a nurse, the dream of getting a degree, like that dream and going after that dream allowed me to get into different spaces and surrounding myself around people who got it, who life me up. Right? Because if I stayed in the situation and entertained the idea that this was all that I deserved, and sometimes we do this, y'all. Like, let's just have real transparent conversations. And I'm so glad that I didn't sit in that situation, because sitting in that situation, I wouldn't be able to drive the impact in the world today. And this is the thing, when we don't surround ourselves by people who are doing it, when we don't go out and get the help, when people who are lifing you up and encouraging you and they're sharing the same dreams and inspiring you to be better, is where we stay stuck in our same situations. Now, let me just say this here. I'm not saying anything bad about what we were born into or what we experienced, because I believe just like your mother, my grandmother, your grandmother, they gave us the very best according to what they had. See, but it takes us to be a new level of people and a new level of thinking to understand that my current circumstance is not what I deserve. Right? And that's why it's so important to get yourself around people who life you up. People who, when you share a win, that they don't think that you're bragging, but they want to celebrate with you. Right? Get yourselves in those kind of communities. Get yourselves in communities where you're not the smartest person in the room, where you have people who are going to pull you up. I just shared tonight on a coaching call with a group of women that I remember that I was too shamed, right? Or I didn't believe in myself enough that I wouldn't position myself in rooms with people who knew more than me. Like, I felt like I wasn't good enough to be in the room. And, I felt like one day I would get there. But it was such a twisted mindset. And I heard from someone who's very successful, and I can't remember who I heard it from, was that if you're not contradicting yourself along the way, along your journey, right? Because that mindset that Starshima had, I knew that wasn't the mindset that was going to get me to where I needed to go. Can I be real with y'all? And now I tell every woman, get yourself in the room. But it was a time when I felt like I wasn't going to get in the room, because I felt like I wasn't good enough, and it was going to wait to the right time when it was meant for me to get there. And it was such a twisted mindset, because I needed to be in places where people can life me up, where people was doing more to me so that they can pull me up and inspire me to get me to where I need to go. And I'm so happy that I woke up one day, because I'm going to tell y'all, I want to get in the rooms. I want to make sure it's the right room, and I want to make sure it's the room where I'm not the smartest person in the room. And when I leave that room, my value is added, right? We have to get comfortable and used to that instead of what we've seen around us. Because the people around us, how many times, type 2 in the chat box, just type 2, let me know if y'all with me. Type 2 in the chat box. Have you told somebody a dream and told it to someone who maybe have not dreamed before? Perhaps it's someone who didn't have vision and you gave it to them, right? And you gave them your dream, and then they talked you right out of it, right? Tyra said too, right? Absolutely, right? Like, and then we begin to second guess ourselves. Should I be doing this? Should I? But then who are we? Who's our counsel, right? Like, who is our counsel? Not that they meant ill by us, because majority of the time people don't. But people can only support you according to the resource, right? People can't support you beyond their capacity. So I urge every woman, hindsight is 2020. And I'm not saying it just because this is the work that I do. I really encourage every woman who's ready to break a generational curse, who's ready to do something very first in their family. It is really time that you start surrounding yourself with people who life you up. Like, you need that hype person. Go get them. Go hire them, right? See more in me than I can see in myself. You need to go get them, right? You need to hire them. It is costing you more to not go get them. Some of you all make a decision based upon what your current situation is, not realizing it's costing you more to stay in your current situation. And if you just got the help that you need to get you to your next level, it's going to change the game, right? Community is everything. So share a group, a setting with people who life you up, who encourage you. Okay. People who can be your personal sounding board, where you be like, sis, I'm struggling with this. Right? Like, can you help me? Can you help me see me through this? Sometimes I'll text a good friend. I'm like, hey, I'm thinking about launching this. Does this make sense? And she'll send me back, well, who is it for? And, for that clarity. So make sure you're surrounding yourself by people who can inspire you and lift you up. And this has always been a big thing for me in business since I started coaching about 4 years ago, is making sure that we as women, that we got ourselves in the spaces where we felt encouraged, where we felt empowered, where we can uplift one another. When we walk in the room, we can collaborate and not compete. Those are big focuses for me in business behind the work that I do, because I understand that we as women can go a heck of a lot further and we can go faster if we decide to put ourselves in those communities that is going to inspire us, and stop leaving our dreams and our goals on the shoulders of individuals who have no dreams or have no goals. It's all about seeking wise counsel, having wise support. Like, those things are really, really key. So that's what moves the work that I do. And today I sent out an email to my email list, and I just opened up the Click. Right. And let me tell y'all why I picked the Click. Right. I know that the Click can seem so cliche when it comes to women in business, and the Click is always associated with the mean girls. Right. But really, when you think about it, a Click is really just a group of individuals who share the same mission, who share the same values, who have the same vision. They have the overall same goal. That's the Click. And me helping women build and become iconic in their industries, I believe that we all deserve, each and every one of us as women, whether it's your first time doing it, whether it's your second time doing it, whether it's your third time doing it, or whether it's just a hope, that you deserve to be iconic in your industry. And I know it takes community to be able to do it. So why not join the Click? The Click of trailblazing women, trailblazing female CEOs, right, who are here to support you along the way. Like, this is what the Click is about. It is a high value community where you get learning and mentorship and resources and everyday strategies to help you grow. Like, that's what the Click is all about. And for me, y'all know me, like, I love to deliver an experience. I have been quiet for some time in delivering experiences, only because life, right? Let's say get with somebody who gonna life you up. Well, life kind of lifed on me, and it life me down for a minute. But I think in all of that was God's way of kind of like sitting me down. It allowed me to refocus, because things were getting pretty busy for me, and things sometimes, in full transparency on this journey, sometimes you can lose your footing along the way. And I look at that moment, I believe that everything comes there's a lesson in everything. There's something good in every potential negative situation. And I felt like it was a time that God had to sit me down for clarity. And it allowed me to refocus and redefine where I was going. Hey, Alicia. But I'm here to say I'm back, right? And I think I told y'all already, just prepare to be sick of me, right? Because this is where we're going. And I just want a tribe of women, a clique of women, right? We the clique. Like, let's go out here and let's push the things like women ownership. Let's push us supporting each other to own our own, right? To where we're out here owning entities and companies and businesses and creating jobs for other people in the workforce while we're all striving for our own financial independence, and also fostering gender equality and really shrinking the gap amongst our competitors. And our competitors just isn't always men. Okay. Sometimes me as being an African American woman, I have other things and barriers that I'm up against that I have to push through, and looking for gender equality with that, race equality when it comes to earning and our ability to move just as fast as other groups. Okay, when it comes to that. So looking at that, that's really what the clique is all about. That's the goal of the clique, right? I had a mentor circle before. This time I come with a different level of experience, and I've tweaked some things around how I'm running this community and compared to the other community that I ran in the past. But really just creating a community of women who are like-minded and who are ready to support each other. This isn't a community for everybody. I don't want the attitudes. I don't want the shade. I don't want the competition. That don't stand here. I really have like zero tolerance around it. I don't want the mean girl community. That's not what this is all about. This is genuinely women showing up authentically and changing the game. Really, really heavy on woman ownership. If y'all see, I got some merch out in the line, www.femaleceocollection.com. It's woman ownership. And that is a big thing for me. That is a huge thing for me, of women getting their independence back and knowing that they deserve it, right? They deserve these things. So join the clique. Like, it is only a $47 investment a month. Like, what does your next level going to cost you? Like, what is it that you are going to invest in to get you to your next level? $47 a month, y'all, to be a part of this community. We have face-to-face interactions. I know some of my people, as I'm growing, they're no longer here in Fresno, so not as tangible. But I was just talking to a good friend. I was like, we're going to have to go. I'm gonna have to travel a few states here. I see it on my vision board. I see this vision in it. I see this happening. You know, I see me. Fresno, y'all better keep me while y'all got me. Fresno, y'all better take advantage of me while y'all got me, because the sister might be gone one day. And this isn't a threat. I'm not trying to threaten y'all, but I'm really trying to be real of where this vision is set up. Mama may not always be here in Fresno. Y'all know what I mean? Not always as tangible and accessible as I am today to my Fresno community, because I just see God doing big things, and the opportunities that he's presenting is insane at the moment. So I dropped the link in the chat box if you want to take advantage of joining the community. Like $47, y'all. And you get access to me. A quarter of the cost of what my clients pay me. And this is not to just, I'm not saying it's not about that, but it's all about the community. I just wanted to show you a value stack of what you're getting for your money at the moment. Okay. Just to be fully honest and fully transparent, but join the community of women. Join the community. What kind of support do you need? Surround yourself with people who life you up. That's powerful. My big thing, goal 2023, is people who life me up. I'm really, really getting hyper focused on pulling back my access as well. You know, sometimes that we learn, especially in business and being women who have big hearts, right? I have a big heart to see people win. It's in me, right? I can tell you right now a strategy, if you were sitting here in front of me, that you can go win off of, but that's just how I am. right? But also I'm learning too that many people attract to you for your energy and exactly what they can pull away from you. And you have to understand that boundary of where it is to serve and also where it is that people are abusing your kindness. And I never want my kindness to appear as weakness. So to help that, I have created things where people, if you want access to me, then you can join my communities or be in the things that are involved in me and not draining and pulling me from the people who need me most, because we are all still human, right? And our cups do get empty and people can drain you, and it's not okay. So having a boundary is it. And I'm sharing with you all in full transparency that I'm learning how to put my boundaries in place as well, and boundaries of having a heart to serve, but not wanting to be abused by people. And not saying that everything is all about a transaction, but it has to have a good balance. I mean, I'm just being fully honest with you. It has to have a good balance. So that's what I'm working on 2023. So I'm really heavy on surrounding myself around people who will life me up. Like that is my big thing. I need a whole bunch of hype men. Hype women. I need a whole bunch of hype women. Type 2 in the chat box if you need hype women. Like I need hype women. I need women who gonna hype me up. And I want to hype them up too. Because when we bring that energy in the room and you bring the hype energy, I bring my hype energy. Maybe one day we crying together, we trying to work through something together, but we hyping each other up, right? We pulling each other up. Instagram 30 on 30 said too, right? We want to pull each other up. I want women who can encourage me. Like, I don't want the mean girls. I ain't got time for that. And I want women who share my vision. Like, I'm tired of being around people who drain your energy, who have no vision, who do not inspire you. Like, bye-bye of the days. Alicia said, I need hype energy. Heck yeah. You need to be in the community. If you need hype energy, I need your hype energy. The other women need your hype energy. Let's join. $47. Cut back on the coffee. You'll be good. I'm just kidding. That's the things I'm telling myself, right? I'm trying to tell me, do I need to pay for my own membership to the community? I'm just saying. But I'm really, really excited about it. In all transparency, I am really excited that God put this back on my heart to be able to serve at this capacity. I really, really love it. Right? I really, really love it. And I just want to get back in community, have conversations with women. We take trips together. We see the world together. We just helping each other level and grow. Like, you have a layer of expertise. I might be the brand boss, but you might have another layer of expertise, right? 30 on 30 said, bye-bye to the professional leeches. They will drain you. Yes. Come on, IG. Come on, 30 on 30. They will drain you. Like, and you will be looking around like, what the heck just happened? Like, what happened? And the thing is like, when they can bring you value back, we cool, right? Like, when it's a reciprocal type relationship, is not about me sharing information, because I'm not a gatekeeper. I want all women to win. Like, we probably had a conversation right now. Like I said, I don't mind dropping a gem, but when it's always the pulling and never the adding, when it becomes a problem. But it took me all these years to wake up. I'm gonna be honest. It took me all these years to freaking wake up. And that's just kind of where I am now. Like, this is where I am at the moment with this. And so I'm ready to just change the world. I'm ready to change our landscape. I'm really ready to increase the number of women ownership, and us as women, not just owning, but also earning to the capacity in which we can. Like, you speaking up and using our voices, being heard, talking about the matters that matter, not worrying about being liked by individuals, or those things that have systemically kept us oppressed as a group. So if you are interested, IG, if you're interested in joining the clique, which is the community for female CEOs, it is in my Instagram link bio. It's the first, when you click the link bio, it is the first thing there. It is a place for you to join. Facebook, if you are ready to join, I'm dropping the link here. If not, you can go to my bio. And in my bio, it also has the link there as well in the link tree that you can join the community. Don't sleep on yourself in 2023. Like, do not do it. Get the support that you need. Make the sacrifices. I posted a post today. If you don't make the sacrifice this year, you're going to be in the same place. And to me, I am so scared, y'all. Like, I know what poverty look like. I know what poverty feel like. See, some of y'all may not get it. I know I was talking to a young lady, my own. She was telling me, she's like, explain it to us. Like, break it down for us. But I'll be like, I don't want to go that deep on y'all because, see, I don't know if y'all be ready for it. But, you know, poverty is real. And I am so scared. Like, I am so scared for my children to experience that. Like, this is how gritty it is for me. It's not all about me having heck of money to buy material things. Like, I'm not a materialistic person. Like, if y'all catch me, I don't wear no, like, I'm not it. Y'all see me with my $5 paparazzi jewelry on. It's not it. I got gold. I mean, that ain't it for me. But what it is for me is having that layer of security that I have prepared something to make sure, at least for a decent amount of time, even if something was to happen today, that my children wouldn't have to experience what I experienced. Like, I want to break that generational curse. Like, I want to be her, and I don't want to go back to that. Like, I don't want to see that. I don't want my kids to see that. I don't want my kids to have to live like that. And if that means today that I got to bring them in here with me and get them to open up a book and they sit on the other side of the desk while I'm sitting on this side of the desk, just to have that time to show them what it's like to work hard for what you have and sacrifice that I may not always get to take them and play a game with them right now. But if we make this sacrifice right now as a family and I draw y'all in, that y'all lives are going to look better later. It's the sacrifices we make today, the short-term sacrifices for a long-term gain. So some days I don't like to get on here and talk to y'all. I'll be honest. I don't always feel like doing the thing, but it's the thing. It's my purpose of me walking in my purpose. And I know that as I continue to serve in my purpose, then God is going to bless me the other way. So I have to serve even when I don't feel like it. I have to serve even when I'm hurt, because this is my purpose. And when I walk in my purpose, there's no good thing that I feel like God is going to keep from me when I do the thing that I'm supposed to do. And so I don't know why I went there on y'all, but I went there. But that's the reason why I'm so gritty, just in case y'all want to know. And that is important to me. And when you get to your rock bottom, or you experience rock bottom, is when life changes. And I don't want the same cycle to be repeated. I don't want my kids to have to start off where I started, but I want them to know what the art of hard work is. That is important to me, right? For them to understand that. So I hope to see y'all over in the click. I hope that I share some of the same values that you share. You share some of the same values that I share. And you have some of the same dreams, goals, and aspirations. And you have the same energy that I have behind why we do what we do. And let's go out here and get in a community of where we can start doing that. And this is the founding of the click. So you get to get in at a fraction of the cost of probably what your counterparts will be able to. So let's get in. Let's do what we got to do. Let's make the sacrifices. Let's cut a cup of coffee so that we can have all the coffee or own the coffee shop in the ladder. All right, y'all. I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to go get these kids ready for school. It's 8:00. They got 28 minutes before bedtime here. I thank y'all for tuning in. I'm excited to see y'all in the click. You'll get all the details after you start your membership about how to join the community and all those good things. Until we chat again, guys, have an amazing, amazing night. Peace out.